Right, here we go then. The new Champion Proving Ground Dungeon is here. This is a new permanent feature added to Raid Shadow Legends that allows you to basically get access to new anomalous accessories and new relics. Now, the whole event itself, there's a lot of talk online whether it's good or bad. One of the things that's a little bit unfortunate is you get more points based on the current champion pool that you have available. So, for example, right here, if I use any of these champions in the primary pool, I'll get an extra 9 times points. And if I use any champions in the secondary pool, an extra 1.5 times points. And you can kind of get an idea of what champions are coming in the second pool, and it will rotate every 3 weeks. Besides that, you get to play 3 new stages every day and remake or retry 3 stages you've already beaten every day as well. And you can also buy more rematch keys with gems. And what's interesting is if you rematch, you don't use your rematch key unless you actually finish the raid. You can regroup for free just like in Hydra. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing this is going to be quite challenging level of content. We've got a bit of a team set up here. So if I go in and put in all of these champions, like so, I will get a 46 times multiplier. Trouble is, I haven't built out Raya or Folan, so we're going to take those out. And we still got a 28 times multiplier. And then we can maybe put in Michelangelo and Leo. And I think we'll go like that and get the speed aura on Talana. It's going to be my first attempt here. Now, before we get into this, you might want to click the link in the description or scan the QR code over there, because right now my link will give you all of these champions for free just for starting a new raid account. So if you want a fresh start, now is probably the best time it's been for a while. So let's try this. We're going to go in. We'll start an auto. We've got a couple bosses here that will be attacked together. There's going to be some strategy in this, but honestly, it's going to be a lot of randomness. A lot of randomness. They have a lot of health. So I'm going to guess you get points based on how much damage you're doing. And that will then be multiplied by essentially how many champions you've got in the pool. So we'll see how we do here. They're hitting us with a lot of debuffs. So this is going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to do so great with this team. We're going to need to think about choosing something else. Honestly, my Valorant and Talana and Varkos. I mean, Varkos built out pretty well. What I noticed, they got insane speed, haven't they? They got really, really fast speed. It's making this a little bit difficult. We're going to need to get like a... some way to speed them up. That was Leo's first attempt there. Interesting. Now, I have no idea how many points we're going to get. We've done 42 turns already. We've hardly damaged them at all. Something tells me this is definitely going to be more for like the whales and the endgame players. Just about holding on, but I mean, without many heals coming in here from Mikey, we're probably going to lose in a few more turns. And we'll have a little bit of a look at what kind of points we get. I'm really curious to see how this will go. Right, Valorant's just been eliminated. And the others aren't far away. Their speed, the thing that really threw me off is their speed. Oh, really, really was surprising. I think like a speed control champ would be good. Turn me to control. And yeah, Leo's dead now. Leo's dead. Varkos is holding on. As is Mikey and Talana. Thing is, we've got the, I guess you could kill these. Is that the goal, that you want to kill these 2 bosses? I would assume so. But we are a long way off from doing that. I can only assume we'll get, like, 1 star or something. Which is kind of crazy. This seems like some pretty difficult content. Wow, all turn meter reduction effect is increased by 50% when used by the boss. Against the boss, so even turn meter control is going to be difficult. We got defeated, so we can do a free regroup, and it's not going to cost us anything there. Well, let's try something else. Let's put away all of our champs and do just all 4 turtles, my strongest champions in the game. we've only got a 1x multiplier. So we could take out Leo and put in Varkos. That'll give us a 10x. That might be worth it. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, we're doing a lot more damage already and actually getting our ally attacks in, which is giving us a bit more of a turn. This looks more doable. Obviously, my other champs are just not fit for combat. So once we're getting a multiplier, they're not really ready. At least we know next time we can... Well, the thing is, the 9x multiplier champs for next rotation, we don't know what they'll be. They are hidden, which is a little bit more difficult. So I guess you got to defeat the bosses, and you get points based on how many turns it took. And then also multipliers will come in based on the champion selection. Okay, so we've got 5,000 points, which is only a 2-star. So what we can do is keep the result or just do a free regroup, which I think we're going to do in this case. Let's try and take out Cardial and put in Tulana. If they could work together to still beat the boss, this would definitely get the points we need. 5,600 is all we needed, so we were close. This will definitely put us over the barrier. Question is, can Tulana replace Cardial to get us to win? I'm not sure. We will see. Another thing is, besides getting the 3-star, you don't really need to go further than the 3-star. Unless you want to try and progress on the leaderboard, but that's really for like the mega whales. So we're going to try this again with a slightly different setup. We'll put in Tulana there and see how we can do. Well, it's safe to say that didn't work whatsoever. Oh, that's a little difficult. Okay, I mean, let's have a look at what these bosses are. Maybe we can do some workarounds here. We could keep Cardial and maybe try it with Valorant. Just mix and match here, see what happens. Right, well, we defeated them, but we didn't get enough points. This is difficult. One of the main reasons is, like, you just got to squeeze out enough damage, and that can be a little bit challenging because they move fast. I'm going to try this. This is kind of crazy. No speed, but we've got an ally defense aura, which is going to help Leo and Varkos. And we've got... Let's do Mikey and Cardio instead. Let's give that a go. Well, I just came back to this. This isn't working out. This is really hard, honestly. Well, it took a long time to get this to work. I realized probably the best thing to do is just stack as many of the... multiplier champions as you can. I went for 2 in the end instead of 1, and then fill in the gaps around that. We did have Garrel, which did a lot of damage, which ended up pulling through, and 2 supports that kind of held their weight. We only, I mean, you know, luckily because we're getting much more points, it didn't matter. It took as long to complete it. Curious to see what next matchup is. It's a similar situation. Honestly, I'm going to try and run the exact same team setup and see if we can do the same. And that worked pretty well, actually. So yeah, we're going to stick ahead with that strategy. These bosses are only going to get harder and harder. There's only stage 2. And so far, this does allow us to get the Floral Amberstone and our first anomalous accessories, I believe. So let's take a look at that. That's really going to be quite interesting. No, we don't want that. So if we go here and then click Filter, Just New... here we go. No? Wait, maybe not. I'm confused. I don't see any new things. Ah, here we go. Interesting. So, it has different stats. Instead of, like, giving you base stats, it's going to give you more damage in PvE or PvP. This one, PvE damage minus. So, does that mean it gives you less damage or not? Or does that mean you take less damage? We've got another one here, PvP damage minus, boss damage minus, PvP damage plus. Another one here, attack percent, PvP, PvE damage plus, PvP damage minus. I assume that means you take less damage when it says minus. Really quite interesting. I don't know if there's a filter to find these things. I guess if we go by primary stats, no. Oh yeah, they've added it here. So we could go like that. Interesting. So we've got PvE damage, PvP damage, boss damage, dungeon damage. It's quite strange because you can choose to do these things, but then you lose out on potential normal stats. So will this end up being better? I can't quite wrap my head around it. I'm sure some people will. Let's say we upgrade this then. That's going to boost the stats. Oh, that's very interesting. What are your thoughts about this? I would love to know what you think. If we get another 3 stars, we will be able to get some more floral amberstone, but it won't be until, I assume, tomorrow before we can get our first relic. So that's pretty cool. Let me know what you think of this new mode, and I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio.